I want to transition on to another subject, and it's something that we've been talking about on the radio a little bit more regularly, and you hear some updates on our radio ads, but you hear a lot of companies out there right now talking about how they will buy homes for cash. We do as well, but nonetheless, you hear some of these large, New York Wall Street hedge funds coming to the market saying, hey, we'll buy your house, we'll buy it, you won't have to worry about listing it. But there's definitely some things to consider about that. What we've learned in terms of analyzing some of these situations is that the majority of the time, I can't say the majority of the time, just about every time, customers are leaving money on the table, which is fine for convenience, but you got to know your options. One of the things that we can do is tell you, hey look, one of these Wall Street hedge funds gives you an offer. Not only will we have interest in matching it, but we'll tell you what you're leaving on the table. They're not in that meeting going to tell you, okay, you got to, we'll buy it for $330, but you could sell it for $400. They're not going to tell you you're leaving 70 grand on the table. We will. But we'll also give you the buyout option of saying, hey, look, we'll just buy it cash if you want, but here's what we would get if you sold it retail. And there's some hidden fees too. That's the other thing that I've learned about some of the large national home buyers is that they advertise that there isn't a commission, but they just call it something else. There's some hidden fees in some of those. So really be cautious if you contact from one of these ads, one of the large companies that's buying homes in Tampa Bay, because not only could you be leaving money on the table, and think you're saving money in commission, but in reality they have service charges and other fees that end up matching, and in some cases being greater than what a real estate agent may charge. But you want to be cautious, and that's one of the reasons why we've updated a lot of our ad copy is we're talking more about how we'll also buy the homes, but we're going to show you what your other options are. We're going to show you, hey look, if we bought it, yeah, we can buy it, close on it in 10 days, cash, convenience, super easy, super clean. That's right for some people. We bought one in St. Pete a couple weeks ago, and we bought one in Bradenton not long ago. So we're not afraid to buy the homes, but the reality is that a lot of times the customers don't realize that, one, their equity has grown so much, and they think it's probably they probably think it's worth less. So when the large investor comes in to make them an offer, they think it's a better deal than what it actually is. And two, they don't realize how quickly a competent real estate agent with a marketing plan like ours could sell it. How quick they'd be. They've heard the horror stories from a few years ago. It took 9 and 10 months to sell our house. But Darcy and Robert, you can probably speak to this. And certainly, again, I'd love to buy your house. But the reality is I'm going to be transparent and tell you what it would sell for too. And I think for the most part, our houses are selling fast.
Super fast. I mean, we are consistently getting homes under contract in 2 to 7 days in the under 500,000 price range with highest and best and multiple bidding wars.
Yeah, we're able to do that. I mean, we do, again, a coming soon program. I mean, we're able to market the home properly, price it properly, really walk you through the process. If you want a quick closing, I mean, we know how to get that done, and we're able to come out and give you an assessment and say, hey, here's your options, this is what we can do for you, and give you an accurate timeline of how we think that we can get it sold for you.
Because some people want convenience, obviously some people want price. For the convenience, the immediate buyout, the cash offer from us is a great option. But ultimately, sometimes they don't know what they don't know. They don't know how much they're leaving on the table, and we're going to at least give them in that consultation the opportunity to know, okay, look, here's what you can get from a cash buyout investor. Here's what Andrew will buy it. Here's the range. Here's what we're going to sell it for. And the national investors aren't necessarily telling them that. And their ads don't necessarily say that, oh, by the way, we got a bunch of service charges and fees in there too. So definitely some interesting things going on in the market. But one other important thing about that process of selling your home and kind of determining the right path, it doesn't always happen that way. There's some homes that take a little while longer, but for the most part, if properly marketed, the horror stories that you've heard are probably related to somebody hiring an agent that doesn't have the marketing exposure or plan that we do, or a rookie agent. That's something that's really common right now. A lot of new agents in the market. You list with a friend or family member because they know you and they're a brand new agent, and then you're trusting to sell your $500,000 home with somebody that doesn't really know what they're doing. And so there's a domino effect of some of those things going on with new agents right now. And so I'm going to talk about that and a little bit more to wrap up the show with our last segment here on the Duncan Duo Show on 970 WFLA. Cool.